Welcome back to the Manor Entropians. Julian McBain here, and today we are going to be doing a 15 PED Daikaba hunt. Get out the leprechaun, and let's down one of these 10% pills. Ooh. So I'm going to be hunting with Book and Spare Rifle again, and I've got my trusty leprechaun. I am using the, Turelian armor, because Daikaba hit just a touch harder than the robots do. And so I'll take the slight loss for armor, which of course will still come back to us in loot, in exchange for the ability to survive better. Because you actually end up losing more in ammo if you constantly heal. And these might actually be high enough level to occasionally global on. I don't know that I ever have, though. But we're going in with 15 PED. We're going to see how we do. I'm pretty sure the last time I hunted Daikaba was actually Merry Mayhem. Now, this one's a little more mature. Do I have a Daikaba Iron Challenge going? I think I do. I think it's shared. Yeah, Shinkaba and Daikaba. We'll track that one for now. Not that I think we're going to get very far on it, but you never know. One point. 1 point. Try to pull him off the hill. Maybe we'll get lucky and find another pile of shit. I do find it interesting that it was glowing the way it was. Seven pack. I guess we're not doing terribly. Definitely be better, though. I was tempted to switch weapons as I normally do. Not for this hunt. That would be a gross waste of PED. Let's kind of come over here a little bit. I know that this whole field has Daikaba. So we're going to kind of really... See, that's what I'm talking about. It targeted the guy behind and then tried to rush me into the guy that I was trying to shoot in the first place. And I talked about this in my last video, how the auto target is just completely messed up. But that's okay. We react, we adapt, and we overcome, right? On the plus side, the chances of me dying in this video... Well, they're frankly the same as they were in the last video. It's just, I'll probably be able to be a little more careful because these guys can't shoot. I should get slightly better results too because I have a higher animal looter profession than robot looter. Although, as low level as these guys are, I'm not sure it really makes a difference. He's got quite a few hit points. Not like a boatload, but when using Book and Spare Rifle, it definitely takes a hot minute to take them down. I love that. This is genius. The fact that you can actually, like, move it with your body. Some others you don't, though. This area really showcases the beauty that is Calypso. Like, look at all of the terrain. It's just beautiful. And, you know, you've got the forestry tendrils in the back showcasing just how alien the planet is. But overall, it's just beautiful. Dodge, dodge. Whoa. Zoom in here for the sniper shot. It's kind of a shame that you really can't do, like, headshots using scopes, although to a certain extent it makes a lot of sense. You could get seriously OP doing that, especially in PvP, but at the same time, it's like, most other games work like that. Like, if you're not on auto-target, if you just manually target, I think you should be able to get, you know, extra benefits for being able to, say, hit it in the head. And still allow for, like, the low-key auto-target, you know, always counts as a body shot thing, but... But that's just me. Maybe I've been playing too much Borderlands. Critical, critical, critical. Actually, with this trip coming up, and now, when this video comes out, it will be Wednesday. I will be in Texas. And in fact, at the time that this comes out, I will probably be at the zoo. Taking my son into the, and my future in-laws are taking their kids, and so we're going to do this whole family outing. Taking all the kids to the zoo. This is the first time I've truly batched EU content. Like, I batch Borderlands content. I'll do a whole 1 to 2 weeks worth of it in a setting, right? That way, if there's a couple weeks I can't do it, I've got a buffer. It's good to go. I don't really batch Entropia universe content. I do it on purpose because Entropia is a very dynamic world. It's always changing, always. And so, that's how I set it up. But in this case, it just might be that, or it just is the fact that I won't have access to any of my recording hardware or anything while I'm in Texas, of course. I'll still be playing EU. I've got a laptop, but I'm not doing work while I'm there. If I'm in EU, I'm just relaxing. You know, I might do some sweating, I might do some light hunting, but I'm not there to do, like, recording. Like, this is a job. And that's, I think, a lot of people who like, kind of dip their toes in fail to realize that. This is literally a job. Whether you get paid for it or not, whether you're, you know, in it to win it or just in it to have fun, it's a job. If you want a following, you have to put out content consistently. You have to be willing to make the sacrifices. It's a job. Now, as a melee player, I tend to forget you can withdraw from enemies as they approach, and that extends the amount of time you can shoot at them before they can hit you. And I don't want to be I'm already going to have to do work while I'm there. I don't want to do any more work than I absolutely have to. So yes, I could drag all of my recording shit with me, but I'm not going to do it. And I'm not saying I don't enjoy the job. I really do enjoy the job. But if you don't take a break from things, you end up hating it. And then where are you? Great, not only, you know, you don't want to end up hating the job that you're trying to make work as something you love. Because I really enjoy being a content creator. Like, I absolutely love it. And you have to if you're going to do it, because if you get paid doing this, it's after many years of doing work for nothing. And I think Robert Kiyosaki actually really kind of laid it out. He works for free. His money comes from his investments. Me, I work for a living. This I do for free right now. Maybe I won't have to someday. Oh, there goes that lag. Not entirely surprising. There is a thunderstorm in the area, so if this suddenly gets cut short, it's because of that. And you'll end up with a jump cut. So I'm just fair warning, if there's a jump cut, it's because there is a thunderstorm over our heads. You'll see the connection timeout. I'll cut the video before logging out if there's a connection timeout. And then I will convert it and jump cut it to the rest of the, the second part. Now that I have the capability to do that. You know me, I'm not a fan of that because I like everything to be raw, and technically that would be raw video. But at the same time, I can't guarantee that it's raw video anymore if there's a jump cut. And I know plenty of creators who make creative use of jump cuts to make really good content, but that's not my style. At least not for this series. Jump! Oh, fuck. There may come a time when I do a series where it's all about the jump cuts, little bits and pieces, and that's okay. It's just not what I'm working on right now. No, we're gonna go back this way. How's our loot looking? Got 2 PED here. We're doing okay. Got about 8 PED left. Nothing to write home about. Really? What, did they all despawn? What the hell? There they are. Okay. Sometimes this happens. It usually happens more often when there are more players, but Daikaba are relatively easy to overhunt in this area because it is most definitely a newbie zone. It's designed for slow hunting and not to overwhelm new players with respawns. It's not like the puny fields over by Icarus where, yes, they respawn really quickly, but the chance you should have enough time for the most part to run back and turret the mob. You don't have that opportunity here. But it's still a newbie hunting area. So instead they have slower respawn rates, which I can respect. That was a pretty good loot, actually. So it looks like the Aomon migration is going to be coming to a close, which part of me regrets not participating in it more, but there was no way I was completing that iron mission, and next year I'm going to have to start over again, which I think MindArc chose the wrong time to roll out this new feature. That's my opinion. The new missions feature. Although admittedly, if I hadn't made it by the end of the Aomon migration, I would have been pissed if I found out I had to start over and I dumped all this PED into it. Maybe that's why they did it. It's like finish up what you're working on and do it again next year. But at the same time, I'm glad I participated in the amount that I participated in, and I'm glad I got out when I did. I love hunting Longtooth. It is one of the best events out there, but you gotta sink a lot of time and PED into it. You're gonna get it back for the most part, and you're gonna get just a metric shitload of skills out of it. But it is, you have to be able to put the time in. This year I couldn't put the time in. Like last year when I did the Aomon migration, I was putting hours upon hours of time into hunting Longtooth. Right? Just a boatload of time went into hunting Longtooth. I don't have that time this year. And it sucks, but it is what it is. And so I completed the iron mission I set out to complete, and I moved on. especially in light of my announcement. I'm gonna have to start it over again next year. I have no problems with that because I'll just do the same mission twice, get another 35 PED and free skills. Fuck yes. Are you kidding me? But at the same time, if I don't make that 35,000 kill points, I just wasted the PED. And so I decided not to do that particular iron mission. You know what? Next year, I'll probably roll right through iron missions 1 through 3. I might even roll all the way through 4 without any issues. The year after that, I'll go through 5 and hit bronze. I don't have a problem with that. You know what? I'm not in any hurry. In under 2 years. So I started in Entropia Universe. I made Planetfall in December of 2017. As of today, I have 83,751 skill points, the majority of which are combat-based. 39,431. My mining skill points is under 2,000. I've got decent medical skill points because I heal myself. Decent information skill, from all the scanning. I've done quite a bit of scanning, but it's from all of your looter skills, right? But really, it's almost all combat. Like under 5,000 in construction, it's almost all combat. I have 136 hit points base. I have 67 strength points. And I did this in a year and a half. Now, not everyone is going to have those results. Not everyone should have those results. I've been pushing the game hard, relatively speaking. You know, I have a fund that's dedicated. I have funds that are dedicated to the game that not all players can dedicate to it. And even I have to take breaks. Like right now, when I'm not videoing, I'm sweating. Like seriously. And part of that's because I want to get my concentration skill up. But part of it's because I don't want to spend the money right now. And that's, sometimes you got to do that. And there's nothing wrong with that. You should never feel embarrassed by your skill points or the pace in which you're going or what you're doing. You should never, don't be embarrassed if you have to go out and sweat in the sweat fields. It's part of how the game is played. I'm not embarrassed by the fact that I spent most of the last month in the sweat fields of Royal Club. There's actually a pretty decent community out there. I mean, you still deal with all the AFKAs. But they're just a fact of life. You know, you go to a sweat field, there's going to be AFKAs. You know, AFKAs, AFK players, they're essentially botting, but not really, because all they do is they hold down the E key until it does its thing, and as long as they're pointed at the mob, it's going to sweat the mob. And they don't care if they die. Most of these guys probably have pretty decent evade. And they just sit there and collect sweat and fuck off and do something. And they check on their avatars like once an hour. Make sure they're still alive or walk them back. Now me, I always monitor, and I'm at my keyboard, but I'll have something going on in the background. Because sweating is as dull as everyone says it is. But it doesn't cost you anything. You're still building skills. I'm still building evade points. I'm building those concentration points. That's all important. We're down to almost 5 PED. There. Oh wow, he didn't hardly get close to me at all. Four, 5. Ugh. Oh, 6, 7, 8. We might be close to breaking even. This one might be as good as the last run. That'll make me happy. Oh, respawn. You'll be next. Bye-bye. Three little Daikaba walking down the road. Sorry. I know they can't call an old friend Toad. And I just showed my age. Oh, good lord. That's how you know you were an 80s kid. You start singing Three Little Rabbits walking down the road randomly. It also shows that I'm a complete dork, but that's okay. Dodge, dodge, dodge. See, and I think this is something people don't really appreciate. We're doing a 20 ped hunt. Or a 15 ped hunt. A 15 ped hunt this time. It was a 20 ped last time. That's $1.50. Think about that for a second. It's $1.50 US. It's 15 ped. We're 20 minutes in. We're almost through our ammo. We're getting roughly half of it back. And the majority of the rest we're getting in loot, which we can then sell to buy more ammo or do other things. Maybe that's something I need to do. Maybe I need to do like, how far can you get on 5 ped? Or not 5 ped, but $5. I don't know. I'll think about that one. But that's a possibility. No, try to spend a whole month spending with no more than $5 spend. Probably have to do it on a new planet, or I'd need to transport my crap elsewhere. Like, I could just run Next Island and do it. Speaking of which, Next Island has that new ship, or that new vehicle, that I'm considering going and getting at some point soon. Maybe I'll do that after I'm back from Texas. I've never been to Next Island. Part of the reason I haven't gone yet is because after coming back to Calypso, I did the long tooth thing, and now I'm just trying to build up some ped. Whoa, hello. You know, build up a little ped, keeping an eye on my balance sheet. Because you know that I keep like a balance sheet, a spreadsheet with all of my profits and losses down to the ped, down to the peck. Like, I track this down to the Project Entropia cent. For those of you who only do things in American dollars, that's down to the mil. And for those of you born after the 18th century, it's down every 10 basis points. For those of you who are, you know what basis points are. A peck is 10 basis points. And for those of you who don't know what basis points are hundredths of a cent. And it's a method of accounting tracking, basically. But yes, I track my spend and my profits and losses that closely. And it's because of that, I think that I do as well as I do. Because I can track where I am when I get good runs, and what I'm hunting when I get bad runs. And both happen. Okay. This hunt should be coming to a close here pretty quick. According to this, we should have about 5 minutes left on normal vid. Got about, what, 3 PED left? We'll finish it up. We'll mop it up. Even if it's slightly longer than we quote-unquote normally have it, that doesn't matter. There we go. Okay, so we've done Daikaba, we've done robots. Might be time to go chicken hunting. Huh! Dear graphics team, your landscape meshes are not on the ground, mates. You might want to fix that. Like, from over here you really can't tell, but it gets pretty stark, guys. I mean, come on. They're using 2D meshes. That's kind of surprising. Huh. Did we literally, like, wipe everything out? We have, like, 2.5 PED left. Let me do my hunting. We may end up having to call it. I think we've cleaned everything out of here. I don't know that I've ever had that happen before. Did I get disconnected? No. I'm still pulling up. Weapons, no problem. I love the look of the Trellian armor. I really do. Let's see if we can spawn something. Nope, that spawns. We're gonna head back. We, like, wiped everything out. No more Daikaba. Oh, there they are. Yeah, forget it. We basically had a 15 PED hunt. We've got about 2.5 PED left. This one I hadn't really planned on cutting short, but I'm not going to go looking around for, like, the needle in a haystack mob. Like everyone's got vehicles. The not a Ford Mustang. Pretty sure that's a not a Ford Mustang. Yeah, that's a not a Mustang. And what I mean by that is it's a frickin' Mustang. It's a PRX pirate. Yeah, because you pirated the frickin' design. Not that I can blame them. Like, this is definitely a Land Rover. Which, I'm a Jeep guy. So I gotta snicker at that just a little bit, but that's just me. Okay, let's do our count up. We have all of this loot. And dude, I don't think we got any guns. Oh, I forgot to count that up in our last one. That's okay. Nope, all that loot. So 1202. And now we're going to add in the 239 and ammo unused. And that's 1441. And now put everything in for repair. That brings, whoops. 1441. Damn it. Minus 149. So that brings it down to 1292, giving us a total of a 2 PED loss, 2.08, which actually isn't terrible. Again, easily accounted for in the skills we gained. Easily accounted for in the skills we gained. So, yeah, not bad. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe down below. We are on the road to 13 million subscribers, one subscription at a time. So if you're new here, please make sure you subscribe. Guys, thank you so much for all of your support. You all have a wonderful day.